Hi, I'm Rydian, and this is the inventory icon cleaner for the Mabinogi Wiki. This allows you to take screenshots of items in your inventory and clean up the icons for uploading to the wiki easily using this web-based tool. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure you're using the correct interface. This suggests a couple of them, and there's some hoverovers. If we go to the menu options, we want one with an opaque setting. The default one does not. Ivory, for example, does. This is what we want. This will help the grid search work out. Alright, so now we want to get a screenshot from this into the website. The easiest way to do that is by using the snipping tool. So if you go to the start menu and you type in snip, you'll find the snipping tool. It exists on recent versions of Windows. Then you click new here, and this brings up this little overlay where you can click and drag around to select something. So let's try it on this icon. Alright, and now we have it here in the snipping tool. We want to click this button to copy it. This will copy the image data to our clipboard, and then simply go to the website and hit paste. Now you see here it tried to trim out and clean up the icon, but it didn't work right. This is because I selected too many cells. You're generally going to want to keep it within the range of the item. You don't want to have empty cells around the outside of it. So if we go back to snipping tool and hit new again, so if we do it like this, there's no, complete empty cells outside of it. So this one should work. So we hit copy here, and then we paste, and there we go. This is one that it was easy for it to find, and it automatically cleaned up. So from here we can click the eye icon in order to display it with different background colors to make sure there's no, white pixels hanging out anywhere. And this looks good, so from here we would be able to upload it. Now let's go and try another thing. So let's try this harp now. This is definitely a more complex object. So we hit new. We make sure to select it like this. And we want to hit copy. And on the website, we paste. However, it does not appear to have worked properly. So we want to select icons slots in order to tell the tool how big it is. So we click this. And as you can see, when we hover over here, it knows where the grids are. So we click once, and then we, point around, and we click again to show it how big it is. And there we go. So now it has the right size, but it doesn't appear to have the other colors correct. So we want to make corrections here. Making corrections, we can try adjust grid first, just in case. It looks like it found the grid because it knew where the cells were, but I'm just going to show you this just in case. And here you're going to want to hover over it so that the crosses align. And come on, I can do it. I promise. Boop. Alright, that didn't help anything though, so we're going to have to adjust the color detection. Now if we hover over this, we get a little key here showing what is what. So you can see it tells us where the box, what the box, shadow, and corner and inner are. So we can click grid and then point at the grid color. Boop. We can click corner, point at the corner color. However, the corner color is the single dark pixel. It can be kind of hard to see, so let's just increase the magnification by clicking these buttons. There we go. Now it's a lot easier to point at this color. Alright, now box. Let me see what box was again. Okay, so box is like the edge of it. So there. Alright. Then shadow. Boop. And then the inner color. Boop. There we go. So it looks like it was mainly one of these colors and then the inner color. So now that we've told it what the colors of the interface are, it can strip them all away, and there's the icon cleaned up and ready for use. Of course, we're going to want to use the eye in order to make sure that it works properly. We don't have any hidden colored pixels. Alright, now let's try a more difficult image. Something with a stack icon on it. So back at the snipping tool, we will hit new and click and drag around it. Click the copy button, go to the website, paste. Alright, so this time it found the size of the item properly, however it wasn't able to fully clean everything up. This is because the stack icon kind of messes up the color detection. So the grid was found in everything, so let's go and just start selecting the colors. So we want the inner color. Alright, looks like it found that right. So everything looks good except that it ate 2 pixels out of the bottom, and we have to get rid of this number thing. So we want to use the draw tool because this will restore lost pixels. So we go over here and we draw over those two, and those restore the 2 eaten pixels. And we want to use the erase tool, which is for hiding pixels, and we want to use it to get rid of these these black pixels that make up the 1. There we go, that looks a lot better. But before uploading it, let's click this, and as you can see, there are actually some white pixels that made up the 1 that I neglected to erase. So we can go and erase those. And there we go, now this icon would be ready for upload.